Good evening, everyone. This is Phantom Ninja Ace. Like everything's queued up, ready to go. Last night we finally did. Took forever. We finally did do the Emerald mission, Emerald Lake mission, and we won the Sander Baggersea Natural Selection mission. So, not the mission. Tiber Lake opened up as a mission, but Tiber River opened up as the mission, but we're going to do Sandbagger C because we opened up the advanced license. So that's why we're going to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to Germany. So we're going to go to Germany, Sandbagger C Lake. We're going to catch the first fish, and then we're going to take it and make it bait. Then we're going to take it and fish for the next. Then we're going to fish for the next. We're going to go right down the list. You raise and roughy, the perch, then the zander, and then we're going to get then we're going to catch a pike using zander minnows. So this is going to be really interesting. So let's see how we're going to figure out how to do this. The spot where you can exchange fish for bait is marked on tablets. So once we catch a fish, then we get the bait for the next one. It's kind of like the cat mission. You guys remember that one? That was pretty cool. My buddy is downstairs. He'll be up here shortly. He's getting a snack. And my son is home, so he's hanging out with the other cats a little bit, but he'll be up soon. He'll realize that I walked upstairs, and he'll be up shortly. Okay, we got all three of them rolling. We've got the purple, red, and the green. Everything's rock and rolling. We've got a few people on updating your input frame 30 to. Why is the green channel messing up? My viewer in Kick, if you can tell me, is everything going okay? Just thumbs up in the chat. You don't have to talk. Yeah, just let me know, because that was working fine. And all of a sudden it's not. I didn't change anything in the setup, but bitrate looks good. Yeah, I don't know. Updating your input frame will improve your. It says misconfigured. Why is it? don't understand. Let me check. 60 frame rate should be good. I don't know. We should be fine. It's saying misconfigured. Let me do a refresh and see if it's just updating you. I don't want to mess up anybody's thing. But anyway, this is what we're going to do. We're going to track the mission here. We're going to bounce. Let's look at our missions for daily. We'll probably go back and catch those later. But right now we're going here. Standard Baggersea Lake. It's going to cost us 10 grand to do it for a day. Looks like a pretty good day for everything. Pretty solid activity all day long. So it should be fun. And let me see if I can figure out what the frames per second is set for that. 30 to 60. Auto sync. Preset. 60 video rate. I don't know. Anyway, if you're watching on the Green channel, on the Kickster, let me know. It looks okay to me. I don't see a problem, but whatever. It's yelling at me. Anyway, so we're gonna do this. Most of these fish we've caught before, but this is the first time we've ever been to Germany. First time I've ever been to Germany. Looks like we got a lot of places here. This should be interesting. Oh, we can take our boat out. Let's just go check out the place. Let's bounce around to the different places and see what it is. And then we'll take a look at our handy dandy notebook and figure out, is there anything that we need to know about this, because I've never been here. So you do not like all the ads. Okay, we got a little bench here. That's kind of cool. Got a little stand here. Walk around a little bit. Sometimes you can find the free bait and stuff walking around. Got a lot of benches here. That's kind of cool. Smokestacks. Interesting. Let's see what the sign says up here. Huge and evil carp. Crap, I don't have a carp rod. I need to earn some money to do that. Okay, so today we're going to go with this Eurasian roughy. So let me show you what that looks like. The roughy is the little tiny one. This little booger. These are like max 5 ounces, so they're like really tiny. So we need to get our baby hooks, and we need to get night crawls, redworms, bloodworms. So we're going to bounce into that. Set up our smallest rod here. We'll set up a float rod. We're going to drop this down to, let's go teeny and see what we go. Let's go with the bloodworms. And I'm almost out of bloodworms. Let's go with redworms. Let's just see how easy it is. Let me see. Let's just. Alright. Let's go screw around. I think we may not throw all of them out. I think let's just do one at a time, because I think this one's not the one I'm thinking about. Tiber River is the one that, if you don't get a bigger fish each time. This one, I think, where you can fish some other places and catch us some fish for money at the same time we're looking for this little one. But let's give it a minute. Let me take a look. Usually the little ones are close in. Let me do a little research here and let's see what we can come up with before we go all in. And we'll see what the experts say. Standard Baggersea Lake is in Germany, as we mentioned. Travel cost is usually $8,000, but today it's $10,000. So I guess they raised the price during this thing. The Eurasian roughy is a fish that runs. Let's see what we got here. We got okay, Germany. So the Eurasian Ruffy, or I'll get him right in a minute. Ruff, yeah, Ruffy. Ruffe. Yeah. Okay. Bloodworms, maggots. Oh, they want like a 14 hook. Are you kidding me? Bring changes to right of the boat dock. All right, so let's see what we can figure out where this is. All right, the map says we got our baby map. Let's see. So we are going to look at 831. Oh, it looks like there's walkways. This could get interesting. We can walk around out here and come to the other parts of the lake. Okay, so we're going to look at 83. Oh crap, I didn't get rid of my other ones, my other floats, so I could have markers. That's gonna suck. Okay. Um, whatever. 831 and minus 1200. So we gotta go all the way up here. 831 minus 12. Okay, then we need to go all the way up to the southern box. 1276. So almost right next to the docks. So we're gonna bounce all the way up to the docks. We're gonna throw it to our right here. And actually, I think it's going to be like literally right here. Check our map again, see how close it is. It's going to be 12, 7, 6. It's going to be to the right, 820, 831. Oh, it's going to be really close to the edge here. Oh, it's going to be right dead on the water. Okay, right there. You're right. So it's going to be right here in this grassy, in this part. Let's throw it right here and see if we can get anything. I don't really want to go buy a number 14 hook. There's very little that I use that for, but we'll give it a sec here. There's a bite. So I guess we're in the right place. We got one bite. If we get more than 3 or 4, small bite, there it is. Nailed it. Ooh, that's freaking heavy for a roughie. I think bent my rod of 11 pounds. Strong swimmer. All right. Nope. Trophy trench. Pinch. All right, we're going to keep it though. We're going to try again. Let's go a little closer here next to the grasses, see if we can get anything. May need to come shorter, possibly, and get the little small fish usually set closer to the surface. Maybe drop about 12 inches. We'll see how it works. Like I said, never been here. Let's see what happens. Oh, never mind. Never mind. They're bottom feeders. Okay. Um. All right. Well, then let's try that then. Let's lay all this down so we can catch more than one fish at a time, since I don't think it matters. We're going to throw this out there again and catch some more, but we're going to switch to a bottom rod. Actually, I need to switch back to my bottom rod. I broke a reel off of it. Right, so we're going to change this, go down to our smallest hook that we have. Let's go with, ooh, that might need to change that soon. Okay. Let's go with the bloodworms this time. We're going to drop it right on the bottom, right here. See what we can get. Usually they feed around the grasses. Let's see, 2 feet. That's probably good. All right, let's drop that. We'll pick up our number 3 rod. Hold on, chunk that bitch. Whee! Look at that, we got 2 at a time. All right, let's see if we can pull this one in. Oh, come on, don't run out. Roach, nope. Quicker, 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 quicker. There it goes. There we go. There we go. It's a tiny fish. Let's see what we got. Oh, Russian carp. All right, we'll keep trying. We will have to buy another little hook. I hope not. Let's see what we can do. Number 4. Throw. Seem to be catching fish. So let's just keep catching them. Toss this in number 1. Okay. Let's see what we can get. Let's see how tiny we can go. Have any minis? 1/3. I need like a 1/6. Tinies. 1/5. 6. Top spoon. Pike spoon. Let's try that one. We'll throw this right here and see if we can catch something floating around these grasses. All right. How's everybody feel about the anniversary events? They seem to be a little different. It is kind of cool that you can win the licenses for other places, and then we're also doing the drops on Twitch. For up to 10 hours, there's 10 different awards that you'll get that include not only the fishing licenses, but some special baits and some extra gear that you can get from watching the stream. So I'll try to stream as much as I can. It's through the end of the month, so you don't have to watch all 10 hours in one time. Also, don't cash them in on Twitch until you're ready to play them, because you only get them for 24 hours. Please, please, please don't do that. I wasted mine for the last Twitch drops during the July turn 50th anniversary event, and it was not happiness that I didn't get to try out all the new locations and locations that are above my ranking. But having the special baits and things for the fish, for the piranhas in the Congo to, in the Amazon, the licenses to have, an expensive license to go fish for 24 hours at this place. I remember it's 24 real game, IRL, okay, not 24 game hours. So, what? Oh, I did have a. Oh, I had a shell. Okay, my backpack is still full, but there we go. Ding ding. Even kitchen trash can get you points. And so anyway, let's see what we can come up with here. So we've got all the industrial cranes and smokestacks and stuff like that. Oh, your baby's ringing again. It's funny. It's our biggest rod. It's bottom feeder, bottom sniper. So it's overkill for what we're fighting for. Oh, too early. Are you gonna bite it now? There, he finally bit it. Got it. Got him. Got him. Tiny, tiny fish. Let's see if it's the right one. If we don't get this, we may need to look to see if we can get a smaller fish. Oh, there's another one. There's a goby. We need that later, but not now. All right, let's see what we got here. It's too big a fish. Yep, 0.3. Let's see what we can do here. We have, we're maxed out here. We got any baits? We're almost out of a spawn sack. We could get rid of our spawn sack. We can catch in our, oh, we're out of bottom. Oh, we're out of our blood worms. So we'll use our spawn sack and our blood worms and see if we can get, maybe look at getting another hook. And we might have some lines we can throw away. We'll take a look at that. Put a spawn sack on. Yeah, let's throw a spawn sack on here. I know there shouldn't be anybody here to eat this, but you know, give it a good old yeet out there and see what happens. Just let's see. Let's try up here. Get a small one. Get an oompa loompa bump. Okay. Get our big one out again. If we get our spawn sack eaten, then we can see if we can get a smaller hook. Let's see, I already hit one on this one. Easily be able to get rid of these bloodworms too. Pulling in fish left and right here. No. Bloodworms and maggots. So we may try a maggot after we get rid of this one. Take a look, see what we got. Alright, so we'll pull this one in. I don't think we caught anything on this one. Let's try a different bait. Let's put a baby head on this one. And we're going to get our tiniest. What do we have that'll go on something small? So that. See what we can get over there. See what we got here. This bottom fisher is doing pretty good. I wish I brought my second bottom fisher. Another goby. What am I missing? 831. Alright, let me see what we can get now. Shop. Hooks. The smallest hook they got's a 10. Offsets. Here's the big carp hooks. Smallest hook it's all I got. Oh, there it is. Alright, I guess we buy some hooks. Only a lot of hooks. They usually don't lose them that often. So let's try it. Try 14 hook. Do we have any maggots? Damn, we don't have maggots. Got leeches. So do we go with? So this is what they're doing. They're letting you buy it with premium, so you don't have to do the mission. I bet they don't have them for sale yet. Let's see them. Oop. Oh crap, forgot my boilies. Oh, they do have a spawn sack, so good lord, that's expensive spawn sack. I don't think I paid that much for it. Maybe I did. Maybe I don't want to waste that. And, bloodworms. Where's the maggots at? There we go. Yellow maggots. Red maggots. Roach. Green. Castor. Feeder bait. All catfish, northern pike. No, we don't want that. Reds for bream, roach, crappy bluegill, bream, roach, seeds, shaman, bream, crappy bluegill, pumpkin, shaman, bream, ziggy. Looks like it doesn't matter which one you get. This one's ranked better though. Alright, we'll go ahead and buy that thing first. Alright. Then we can put the maggots on 14 and see if we get anything. Okay, well, this should be the right spot. It's already biting it. There's maggots. There it is. See if it's the right one now. Got a 14 hook. Ding ding. There's a catch. Alright, keep that. Now, make live bait from a roughie. Alright, what does that mean? How do we do that? Make live bait from the roughie. Where do we get that at? Okay, we're gonna follow our little thing. Go up here. And my bait boy.
Hey there.
Hello. Hey there. Hey, Cancer. Can you fix this here? Thank you. Are you kidding me? God damn it, I didn't leave enough space in my backpack. So it went, and I can't get out of it to move something or get rid of it. Oh, it sucks. God, it's a $10,000 mistake. Okay, let's see if we got anything we can toss. We can toss that. God damn it, I gotta toss that. Crap. Oh, that doesn't count, that's a line. Oh. Oh, crap, I had a shell. You know what? Let's just go catch another fish. Okay. See if it'll let me catch another fish. See if we don't have to. Just catch another fish. Because $10,000 mistake. Don't make that same mistake. If I have to leave and come back just to get the freaking bait to do the next part, I'm not gonna be. You know, live and learn. All right. That bit the big one. Hello, Kicks. Chat. How are you all today? Hello, Twitch. Chat. Hello, YouTubers. Um, yeah, I just made a very big mistake. Make sure you leave empty space in your backpack because when you capture one of these fish, you have to take the bait to go back up there. You to get these rough minnows. Well, what I did, it created the minnows, but it didn't give it to me. Now, I'm not sure I can get them without leaving. In fact, I don't think I can, but we're going to try it anyway and see if it's there. It's moved off of our to-do list, which is not good. And I can either pay 2 coins, or I can pay 10 grand to leave, get it out of my home inventory, and come back. And I had a stupid shell in the trash that I could have thrown away and had plenty of room, but nope. Dun dun dun. So I fucked around, found out. Don't do that. Okay. All right. Well, this is the right way to do it. You go here near the boat ramp. It's on your right side. You get a 14 hook. Go ahead and buy it. It's worth them. You can get your hooks here. You take, and I went ahead and got the red maggots and I tossed it roughly here. Um, and it hit almost as soon as I threw it in, but now I'm going to catch everything else about that. Let me switch these around, move them around a little bit. That's way too deep out there. Move this now a little bit. It's biting it because you can hear the bell ring. That's going to be close. Let's see if we can get it. Look around a little bit while we're waiting. Check out the scenery here. Ah, I moved it. So it ate the bait. I have to reel it back in. Get a new bait. Toss it back out there again. Leave it alone. Another key. This little fish will hit it like 3, 4 times if you hit it too easy. Nope. Oh, wait, why's my frames per second wrong? There it is. All right, let's get this again. See if we can catch another European roughead. Nope. No. Try that again. Stuck. Let's see if we can catch it now. Well, we're going to find out here really quickly. That pulled in way too easy. Not a rough either. Common roach. So, dun dun dun. Need a smaller fish. So we're in Germany doing the missions at Baggersee Lake, and we did Emerald Lake and got not Emerald, Everglades. We did Everglades. Jesus. Last night we did Everglades. That one was a pain because you had to get three fish and they each had to be bigger. And you start out with the first fish I got was 24 pounds, so it was hard to make sure you got the second fish bigger. So the trench, the common nope, no, not snook. What is it? Oh man, I can't remember. Hang on. So last night we had to get the we did it was Italy Everglades. So we did the we get first. Oh, the tarpon first, and that was like 24 and a half pounds or so, 24 fours. Then we had to get the common snook, and it had to be bigger than the last one. And then we had to finally catch a red drum, and that had to be the biggest fish. And you had to do it within one day? No, no, I don't think there was anything on that. Some of them you have to do within one day. Some of you got to do in certain weather. The one at Mud Lake, you have to catch a trophy in sunny weather, a trophy panfish in sunny, partly cloudy was a predator trophy, and then full clouds uh, is the third one you got to do. But yeah, now's a good time to play it. You get a lot of extra bonus stuff that you don't get to do. You get to go see some of the locations that you normally wouldn't get to see. Earlier there on the weekend, last weekend, prices were cheaper on the licenses. Prices were cheaper on the travel fee. Um, the travel place, the travel cost was cheaper. There was some of them 25, 30% off. So that was kind of cool. Um, but now they're back to regular prices today. Um, and so far, I haven't, like on the other holidays, you get to do stuff. There's stuff to look around and find stuff and things like that. I haven't seen that yet, because all the missions are usually something specific. So that's kind of cool. I lost a follower. That's okay. Some people just got other stuff they gotta do sometimes. Looks like we caught some grass here. Water lily. Don't think I need that. I wish I could look at my missions. Let me look at which missions I've got. Because there's always you got to remember all your missions. Most time they keep going, like collecting underwater trash. So we're still looking for the flip flop, a squid chain, a rusty hook and sinker, and the shells. We're looking for an empty oyster shell. But shore weeds, we're looking. This would be a good time for us to look for some of these shore weeds because we'll be in places we've never been before: Africa and the Amazon, Spanish moss, and sawgrass. And then we got these last couple here that we've got to find for the underwater weeds. We probably won't do any surgeon, but this trophy's well catfish. We might see one of those. So we won't see a blue one, but the alligator gar. We had the short nose. We had the Florida gar and the other one, but the trophy alligator one I think is at. Where's the trophy alligator? Where's the alligator one at? Gar. So there's 11 different gars. You got the short nose, which is at Mud River. You've got the long nose, which is in North Carolina, Narran River. You've got the you've got the other gars. Where we got it? You got the Florida Gar at the Everglades. Another alligator gar is at Quetchton Lake, Louisiana. That's right. So that alligator gar is the one we have to do, and it goes up to 11.0. Oh, that's massive. So, anyway, back to fishing. You can catch something like this one again. That one out there, that spawn sack's not doing jack. So we're gonna have to bring that in and put maybe let's drop medium cut bait and see if we can grab some stuff off of that. Bring that one in. It's the only reason why I even did it was, oh, I got medium cut bait on it. Oh, oh, maybe too big a hook. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Six. Oh, no, we can get carp and stuff with vegetables. I don't have any of that bait. They have some weird bait here. So me and Cubby, we catch an eel, but usually at nighttime you catch those and a smaller hook. So probably the hook's too big. Bring it. Let's drop it all the way to the bottom. Throw it way up there and see what happens. Let's drop it as far as it'll go down. Oh, it is alright. We'll throw it that way for now. Don't see a lot of jumping activity of the fish here, but as you get more advanced, I haven't noticed the fish jumping as much at the higher levels. And maybe they are, but last couple, at least during the anniversary, I'm seeing less fish activity, so I'm having to like look at my notes and stuff instead of just observing the swirls and the fish jumping and things like that. You can also put on your tab and take a look at where people are catching things, and then look where they are. So the carps, perches, carp. So if we look at our map, we can see where, like for example, the the real Slim Shady is catching a bunch of carp. So we can look for the real Slim Shady. So we'll go around and take a look at some of these. I guess he left. Let's see. Mhm. Um, I think we're going to be shut out of luck and we're going to have to leave and come back because I was an idiot. I think I'm just going to eat the 10 grand or or I waste 2 coins. It works so much for the coins. I mean, 10 grand's a lot though for travel cost. So, I don't know. Put in chat what you think I should do. I screwed up and picked up I got my European roughy, went up and changed it into bait minnows, and when I did that, didn't have any space in my backpack. So it put it in my home location. And now I can't catch a roughy. I want to call it that one. I hate doing this. And I only got 18 coins, so go ahead. But that's why we're going to do all these things to earn coins, so. See, there it is. The freaking home. Okay. If you ever do screw up and you're trying to catch a monster fish or do something like this where it's a thing that you have to get rid of all the bait from everywhere. Then you can go back and redo that mission. Then you can get the bait again. But all right, so now we've got to catch a European perch, which we were catching some perches here. perches we're gonna catch on the bottom, so we're gonna change our number 5 reel. So we'll bring that one in. This is our bottom feeder. Um, a perch will go to a good size hook. I think we need to catch a big one, so we're gonna go with we're gonna try to catch the biggest perch we can get with it. So we're gonna go a 4/0, and we're gonna get greedy and go with the barbless, and we're gonna pick the rocky minnow. And just because we want to make sure we are very successful, we're going to look at 660. We're going to go over here, and we're going to go 1133. So we're going to go, we're going to go to the other side of the map. Oh, hello. We're going to go to the other side of the world here. All right, that's cool. I want to go see something else. I don't want to fish here anymore. All right, so we're going to go all the way down here to 1100, 630, 660, 1133. So we're going to go here to 1133 and 630. So we're going to go straight right there. We're going to hit. We're going to bounce here. Okay. Take a look at our map real quick. Make sure we're in the right spot. We're going to go right there in front of us. So we're going to walk all the way to the edge. Drop a rod holder. And we're going to catch. And we're going to go not too deep. Probably here. Maybe. Let's try that and we'll see if it's good enough. And then we will try. Yeah, let's do those fawn suckers. Just crap. What can we catch out here? So we are in European perch. See if there's anything else close by we can get. Fields of gold is carp. Fields of gold is carp. Carp. Might be able to catch a northern pike. I think we'll have to get that later. Deep holes at night, so they kept fish. Goes all the way up to 88 pounds, so it will shred my stuff. We don't want that. Alright, let's see. What place is this location? Where are we at? Fishing on Main. Okay. So what is this one? Bavarian Woods, Fields of Gold, that's where the carp are. Delaware Village, Lake in a Lake, that's kind of cool. That's where we were at the Southern Docks, and then sunrise fishing. Alright, let's see. Alright, so this is the big head, bream. Let's see if we can catch some bream. They should be floating around here some. The bream, it's up top. You know what, we're going to try some different stuff. We're going to throw some different things out here. We're going to throw some peas out here. No, you know what, we're going to go nymphs out here. We're going to go with a little bit bigger hook. We're not going to go too crazy because this is not that big a rod. This one, we're going to stick with the deep medium, the bait there. And we're going to see what we can do with that. Alright, we're going to throw this. Grass, not really. We're just going to yeet this way out there and see what we can get. Let the current carry it a little bit. And we're going to catch this one, and we're going to go deep. I think there's a deep hole right there somewhere. Let's see how that goes. And let's see if we can get some interesting stuff here. You know what? Okay, let's try it. Let's throw a crawdad out there. Or Irish crayfish and see what we got. And catch us one of those big whales catfish. Probably not this early in the morning, but you know. We will see what we can catch while we're trying to grab these perch. Looking for the European perch. European perch should be around this area. The unique go for Oh, they're small. Wait, did I do something wrong? Must have a big mouth. Because only 3.3 pounds. Um, Glowworms and red worms. Interesting. Okay. We might change our lure then. Hmm. Let's go to a smaller hook too. Yeah, I don't think I like this here, but just not. What else we got here? I do like these crankbaits. Let's try our 12 footer and see what we got. Let's go. Let's go all American here in Germany and see what we can catch. We're gonna eat this thing as far as it'll go. It's my baby panther. Let's find him. He was laying downstairs on me. Okay. All right, let's go. So we dropped this to 12 feet. Looks like this is probably, it's like 14, 16 feet deep. Now we're getting to the shallow parts. So we bounced up the little rise. It's just too deep. This is probably too deep to do. It's such a small, shallow. No, let's try something else. We'll try our 3 foot. My boy. Where's my 3 footer? Oh, here he is. We'll use that one. Let's see if he's useful here. Run at 3 feet, so just lift it up like that to get it to dig in the water, and it'll stay at 3 feet when you let go of it. This one will sink. The 12-foot one will float. So if you want it to go a little deeper, just let it do a stop and go technique. The runners and the crankbaits, you won't get those stop and go things, so don't worry about it. Just do a steady, slow. You can stop and go if you want. You can usually tell if it hits something or if it hits a deep part that goes to shallow. See right there, it dropped really, really shallow because it's only 3 feet. It's right there. So that's nothing. We're going to throw down this way and come up along the edge here and see if we can catch anything. If not, we're going to change a couple different baits to see what goes, see what happens. Well, this one definitely is not working with the minnows. Let's take a look at the setup on that, make sure we're set right. Let's take a look at that because that should have hit something by now. We're using special bait and we're in the right spot. Everything else, just take a look here. We're at 28%. We might want to just change that just to be certain. This one is a 28 pound. I have a couple more of those left. Let's just switch it and get a decent one. And we'll go a little deeper. Let's see if that helps any. All right. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our rod. No, you know what? We're going to get this one because I don't like the way this is set up anyway. So we're going to bring this one in and we're going to switch this one and we're going to do the, we're going to throw some red worms on here and just see if we can start finding where the fish really are, and we're going to go as deep as it'll go. All right, and we're going to go to, one hook will be all right. We just want to find, we want to find where these European perch are. And we did find some European perch at the other side, but I think we have to catch. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just a regular European, so we don't have to even do a trophy one yet. So actually, we probably should go to a smaller hook. Better chance of getting something. But that's not yet. Let's give it a minute. Let's see if we can troll with this one. All right, there we go. Ooh, got no subscriber. Thank you. DJ subscribe. Very cool. So I got Cadis and DJ subscribing. Thank you so much. Hey, wish you had subscribed when I was streaming Star Citizen though, because you would have got an extra prize that week. But thank you anyway. I appreciate it. We'll play Star Citizen soon, hopefully. Um, kind of waiting on the next release, but we will see. Where's my Discord? Oh, I got it closed. Okay. All right. Well, this Punch Runner's not doing anything either, so we're going to try playing with some other stuff. Let's see what other people like. Catfish Destroyer mix and open cage helps. Let's see what else we got. Crankbait, jerkbait, spinnerbait, shad. Let me try to do some of that. I haven't done jerkbait in a while. Let's show you how the jerkbait works. This showed you how the runner and the crankbait work. We're gonna have to go down here. The deep runners, this isn't really deep enough to do those. Start with a jerkbait. So 5/8. It's a 3/0 hook, so decent size, pretty good size hook. I need to put it on the other rod though. Pretty weak throw. So jerkbait will do the twitching. It will do the slow pull. It'll do stop and go. And if we look at it closely, you probably won't be able to see it because it's underwater. See how it jerks? It kind of goes as you reel it in. You kind of hit it with your thing and it'll jerk around. So, all right, so we're going to go deep with it. Well, didn't mean to do that. Switch to bait. Actually, you know what? We're going to throw it on. We'll throw it on our number one. Just like on that one. Let's see. All right. This one gives me a little bit better cast, but it won't throw as heavy a lure. And it's definitely it's a 30-pound rod versus a 14, whatever that one was, 15. Whatever I got set up. So when you do this, just a little bit of jerk, kind of the way that you do a walker. It's just that the jerk bait will do the walking motion underwater. So, thank you, Jonathan. And we met Nunya too last night. He and his wife were watching, so that was cool. Appreciate them. We talked for a while. Hopefully he'll. Okay, so there are perch here. Now we just got to catch it with the right rod. So we're in the right spot. All right, so we're gonna just keep tossing out there. Again, where did that come up from? Let's take a look. We don't have a marker because I forgot to erase my markers. Another hint, keep markers so that you can go. So go back to all the places you've dropped the markers. You don't need them anymore. You just do them once or twice. Get rid of all those markers on the lower levels so that you got more. That way you don't have to buy new markers. And then have one or two that you can drop on the one you're at, especially when you're doing missions like this. So you're trying to hit a certain spot or whatever. Um, So yeah, okay. So we can't do that, but we're gonna go. So we're gonna throw it just roughly about right there. We go back to the videotape, but it's fishing's fishing. You got to remember stuff. So, all right, so we're gonna bring this one in, and we're gonna throw it right out in between there and see if we can get something because this is definitely the right spot. Actually, we're gonna try here since we're there. See if we can get there. All right, welcome new viewer. Stephen Kick. We are at Baggersee Lake in Germany. We're doing the natural selection. We had to catch a European roughy, little bitty fish, and then we had to trade that in, and they gave us these roughy minnows. And we take these roughy minnows, and we had to catch a perch, and we're going to take that, go, it's one thing after another. You take that piece, go get more bait, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, uh, you can buy the bait. I had to buy it because I was an idiot and had no space in my backpack. So I went and paid 2 coins for the minnows, even though I earned the ones and I have them in my backpack. I mean, in my storage at home. But 2 coins worth losing $10,000 travel cost. So it's close because that's 2 missions. But we got 1 mission for just catching a shell, which I kept instead of throwing away, which caused the problem to begin with. So keep everything in mind. My head's horrendous. Oh, I lose my hair. All right. So we're going to try to catch this. We need to throw it on the bottom out here. We are we're at Main Street. Um, so we're going to bounce around to these different ones. Let me just show you around here. There's it walks around, goes way down that way. I don't go too far, but it goes way down. So we're going to be exploring this lake, but as we do the missions. So, oh, see, as soon as I left, it said, "Yep, yeet." Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, there we go. God, wrong one though. The one I need is the blue rod because the blue rod's got the bait. And again, look at that, another European perch, a trophy this time. That's what we need to catch, but we got to catch it with the other bait. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going, you know what? It doesn't say we have to catch it with the bottom rod. So we're going to do this. We're going to put a roughie on this one. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Since this one's catching it, it's at the right thing. We're just going to throw it right here. Booyah. And we're going to we'll pull this one in. We're going to put that bait on that. Oh, wrong one. We're going to pull this one in. We're going to throw that bait on that one. We're going to make it a little bit smaller hook because European perch can go from a #1 hook to a 4.0 hook. And I don't want to go to a 6.0, so we're going to go bring us down. All right, so we got a 1/0 hook for that one. So we're going to try 2/0 hook on this one. And we'll go with our rough minnows. We're going to throw everything in the same spot. And pull this one in. And we're going to throw it to the left. We're not catching jack of this. We're going to try that right there. And we're going to throw this one. Instead of the jerk bait, we're going to now try spinnerbait. And spinnerbait. So I'll show you spinnerbait. Spinnerbait. At the bottom here, buzzbait. We got the American spinnerbait. We're going to do our yellow one, see if it goes. We throw a yellow tail on it. And we're going to dink, dink, throw that thing all the way across. Go, baby, go. That's a good run. So we're going to do this one slow. Let it come on through. Do a little stop and go. And see what happens here. So please like and follow. It does a lot for me. Doesn't cost anything. Subscribe if you want. If you've got a Prime membership, you get a free subscribe to one person every month. You can change it, spread the love, whatever you want to do. It's awesome. If you don't subscribe, don't care. The followers are the really cool thing. I like a lot, I like having the followers, and I like having the subscribers on the kick. So God, I won't even I won't get anything till I get enough anyway, just starting out. So we're just gonna have fun. See if I can get to the point I can just be consistent and just it gives me something to do at night after a long, stressful day of work. That's too slow. We're gonna have to go two notches. Okay, so let's go through a few extra fun things today. Um, if you're new to Fishing Planet, it's free. It's on Steam. Go do it. Doesn't cost you anything. Love this game. Beautiful. It doesn't take. You can run it on a potato. If you've got a really nice setup, like I got a pretty decent setup finally, but I ran it on a really just tiny potato at first. I had a 1060 and it was working fine. I've got a good setup now for my work computer and um, run a 5080 right now and 64 gig and run triple monitors and doing okay now on those Friday those Christmas specials that I got it really cheap and got lucky when all the graphics memory and everything was insanely high. Got a real good deal on it. They were trying to clear it out. Does this count? Yes. Now. All right. Now we got to go make live bait out of this. Make sure we have some space. We have crap. We're over full. Okay. So we got to get rid of some stuff before we get, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the bait off of this, off all these. Drop the bait away here. We're going to load. What we're going to do? What are we going to do on these? What are we going to do on these? See what we got. We're going to put a single. Can I do that? No, can't. No, I can't do that. I gotta find a way. Got the spawn sack. Spawn sack on there. That'll give me one spot. Okay, I need a couple more spots. So let me bring these back in. Let me bring these back in. Three. You gotta manage your inventory. Because I usually like keeping my inventory pretty maxed out, so I have the best choices of bait. But it will bite you in the keister like it did with me. So we gotta do this before we can get the live bait for the perch. So we're gonna make sure we got this right. Okay, so we're gonna take this bait, pull it over here, because this counts as one slot. Okay, so we've got to find something that we can, it's only one of. We're going to throw his clover spoon on this one. And we're going to put this gourmet shell on this one. And now we're at 145. So we're going to throw some bait on here for these guys. I don't think we need to. Let me see if I got anything else that I have one of. Oh, I do. I've got an anniversary shad. So I can switch here. I can go here and grab one of these jigs here. What is this one? A half inch, a half. So I can grab this one. And I can grab that anniversary shad. Anniversary shad, this one. I can throw that up there. Now I'm at 144. Gotta get creative. This is how you don't lose your bait. So if I've got anything here that's a bait that if I just had one or two of, I would throw that on there. I don't think it's gonna matter. I've got hold for 2 spaces now. So we're gonna not go to that map, we're gonna go to this map. And we're going to find where we have to go. We have to go all the way back to the dude up top. Yes, we do. So we're going to bounce, teleport. All right, we turn around. We go to our boy up here. Yeah. The dude that's got him a nice boat in the yard. And we're going to hand him the perch and say, "What's up, dude? Can you do that? Thank you." Backpack. That's what we like to see, not home. Okay, cool. All right, so now what do we have to do? We have to go get a trophy Xander. Okay. Okay, so Xander, trophy. So they go all the way up to unique. So we only have to pick one in the middle. We're talking about 7 pounds. Doing a 3/0 hook. Um, we can do bottom fishing with these guys, and we want to Xanders. Let's find where the Xanders are. Xanders are down here. Let's see, 1100. They're back here fishing on Maine, but they are the two are right 5, 6, 2, so somewhere get closer. So we've got to find the in between here. 5, 6, and 11, 15. So yeah, they're in this hole here. They're in this little hidey hole. So we're gonna have to drop our deep end and see if we can hit the hole. We'll bounce back down here, back to where we were. Okay, so we're gonna go here a little bit. And we're gonna check, see if it's right in front of us. Nope, we gotta go further. So let's go on the other side of our tree. Go down the next hole. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Run, 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 run. Let's see how it is here. See if this is our correct hidey hole here. A little more. Right, so we're gonna go down a little more. Is there another hole here? Yeah, here we go. We're gonna go down 2 holes from the teleport. And we're gonna check out here. Okay, so it's in between. So we gotta go, it's in between the holes. So we're gonna go here. Drop our thing. Okay, so now we're going to bottom fish. So we're going to use our number 5 hole. We're going to drop our European perch mini is on this time. We're going to change our, can we get away with that? I'm getting a Xander. A Xander will do a 4-0. We're trying to get a big one. Probably okay. All right, we'll try it. I think we're good. Okay, so let's load these guys up too with them. And we'll go deep hook with them. And we'll do a little smaller hook. Oh, yeah, it should be alright. 2 should be okay. You know what? Let's do a 3-0 on this one. And then we'll come back and do a 2-0 on the other one. Okay, so we'll drop that at 117, and then we'll throw one here. This one's a 1-0, so let's put the 2-0 on that one. And we'll throw a 1 there. And just so we know where they are, we're gonna also go with the jig head and worm to find where they are. So now we're gonna move this to the jig head. We're gonna go. I don't know if I want to go that big. Oscar. We'll go with the emerald hook because it's cool, and we'll go with the biggest worm we've got. Alright, so there's our setup. Drop our thing here. It should be somewhere right here. See how deep that goes. Okay, 12 feet. I'm good with that. Alright, so that looked like the right hole. Alright, so we will throw this about the same spot. 120 or 117 inches, so we're about 10 feet. That's close enough. I can swim up a couple feet. Drop number 2, and then we're going to drop number 4. This one only goes 98 inches, so we're going to drop it right here. See what we can come up with. Drop it there, and then we're going to see if we can grab some Xanders with our worms while we're waiting for those to bite. And then we'll probably we're gonna catch them northern pike a little bit anyway. Let's we got over here. Not a lot of lure fishing on this site. This Germany only has a couple of them that really do go with the lures. Most everything is bait here, looks like, and some of the oddball stuff that we probably don't carry around in your normal um, shrimp. You might have some of those, but shrimp is a big one here. The boilies are big here. Duck muscle meat. Um, Everything else you probably have in your pack by the time you get this opened up. So, try this again. We're going to go a lot slower because that was crazy. I think we may need to go with a lighter hook. That's 7/8 of an ounce, drops pretty hard. That's not too bad. We can just keep it off the bottom. You have to kind of flex a little bit, keep it off the bottom, move around a little bit. We have to go another notch. Still dragging. And then we've got it to move up this. Yeah, we may have to go a smaller one. Just don't have the real speed on this. Let's try the smaller hook. The 3/4. Let's see if that works. Alright. Losing viewers. I'm just kidding. Alright. This one, it's the day to relax. Just relax and chill. Sometimes I'll put music on, but my taste in music that relaxes me is pretty heavy metal, so um, it's okay to listen to the birds and the crickets, I guess, and the frogs. Normally I have my baby cat here, so I'm gonna find out why he is not with me. Find out if he's downstairs. He's probably laying in the window. Let's see. I'm in the right spot for this. Maybe it's the wrong color worm. Can you slow it down a little bit? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's see. We got three of those things they're not hitting at all. Let's see what we are doing wrong. 562, 115. Let's take a quick check on the map. 562, 115. 562, 115. Looks like we're in the right spot. Hmm. We can try. Hmm, I got a big head carp. Coffee in a big mug. Yesenia. Oh, coffee in a big mug. I get it. That's the group. Yesenia. Yesenia. Alright, this worm's not doing jack. Alright, let's see. Jig head with worm. Let's try a narrow spoon then. Because this worm's doing nothing. Alright, let's switch it. So which is your favorite um what's your favorite map on here? Drop me a, a chat. Tell me what your favorite one is. I think mine changes. I think it just depends as we go. Um, change this, like we said, to a narrow, narrow spoon. Let's see if I got anything cool here. Okay, so we don't have a lot of choices. Let's see, narrow spoons. We're gonna go with that's one of my favorite ones, the holographic night. That one's really, really good. The purple one is really good on the early levels. So we're gonna try black. Yeah, that goes. And I'm gonna go it right. See if the Xander will pick it up. I expect to probably switch to green. You're supposed to look at the colors and try to catch the bait fish, um, and try to catch the same color as the bait fish. And these we're trying to catch with a rough, so they're kind of a greenish yellow. So could try that next. And we'll see if it does anything. We're not hitting anything though. That's crazy. And look how, I mean, we have pretty high. I mean, just for it to be average, it should be hitting something. Um, alright, let's try again. What else is around the Xander? Perch is out here, which we caught. The pike is sort of nearby, but not really. Um, the other ones are at the fields of gold. So let's up here at the top. Carp, bream, eel, perch, pike. Mm, mm. All right, so we have to do the Xander, and we have to turn it into bait, and I think there's like two more left. Take a look at that. Now we're reeling this one in. See what we got to do next. So we're doing this mission here. Oh, not too bad. So we've got to catch. Oh, it's full circle. So we start with the European perch, then we end up catching the Xander to make from the trophy. There's my boy. Hello. There's my baby panther. Huh? Wanna say hi to everybody? Here's my baby panther. Here's my baby panther, Kiro. I was wondering where you were. You don't miss me. I miss you. Okay, I missed you. I missed you a lot. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Whoops. Get back up here. Don't sit on my glasses. Okay. Gonna sit in my lap or you gonna sit up here in your chair? Sit up here in your chair? Nope. We just want to be petted. Alright. Time out for cat pets. Alright. So that's not doing anything. Let's switch to our green one. See if we can get anything with that one. Alright. Yes, I see. You just want to be, you just want me to get attention. Yes. You want to hold my hand? Is that what you want? You like cuddling up on my hand. You're a good boy. You grab two hands and then you grab me two with your paws and then you push me away with your other one. You little fart nugget. You little fart nugget. Okay. All right. Put the claws away or you can go back downstairs. Nope. Nope. No claws. No claws. Okay. You can sit in my lap if you want. That's fine. You can sit down here. You can sit on my lap. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come on. That's a good boy. I got you. I got you. Like a little baby. All right. A little baby. You're more like a toddler. You are more like a toddler. Just very loyal. Got to be right next to me, but just gotta cause trouble all the time. Gotta trouble all the time. Nah, you're actually a really good one. You're a good cat. You don't trust trouble. Nope. None of the pawing. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're not gonna mess up my shirt. This is my dress shirt. You can't not mess with my dress shirt. Just sit down. You're not gonna wreck my new shirts. Told you about the claws. Put them away. High five. All right. I'm gonna catch his fish. What are we doing wrong here? These Xanders should be like that. They're not that hard to catch. I think these anniversary missions are a little tougher than normal. I don't know if they adjusted them or what. Sometimes it takes a minute. Last night took a while too, and it was like I was dead in the spot, and it was just couldn't get what I needed to catch the fish. I caught 250 pounds of fish, so it wasn't I wasn't catching fish, I just wasn't catching the right fish. But now we're not catching anything at all. All right, well, let's see what we got else we can do with crankbait, spinnerbait, shad, maggots. What can we do with this? Anything else we can fish for while we're here? Technoplankton and vegetables for the big head carp. Interesting. Catfish destroyer mix in an open cage. Interesting. Glowworms, maggots, shrimp, boilies, big head on a worm, narrow spoon. Alright, that's what we got, narrow spoon. It should be working. Alright, let's try purple. Sometime I got a gold one. Oh, there we go. A little gold one. Almost too light. Oh, it's a. I gotta switch. All right. Um, do a 3/8. I'll throw this back. Let's go with our smaller rods. And we'll throw a gold one out there. There's a gold one. Okay. Actually, you know what? We probably should have tried that shad. What did we have? We had the 3/8. 2/8 isn't big enough. We'd have to use this one, 3/4. And our shad. Sure nothing's gonna break. Ooh, 32. 31. No, we're not gonna do that. Let's go do that. So we'll do a 3/4 here. We have more line. Yeah. Get some more line. And anniversary shad. Let's try that one and see what we got going on. Mana. Earworm. Okay. Alright, well that's not working. Too heavy for this rod. There it goes. Oh, maybe float. Alright, well this is not doing jack. So we got to try a little deeper here. Let's try pulling this in. Chuck this out a little further. Go a little bit deeper. Alright, the last one was at 12.8. Let's see if this is deeper. 12.7. So, same hole. So we're in the right spot. Starting to drift a little bit. I'm going to go here. And here. Try this again. So, what are we doing? Okay, so we're back at, we're still doing the Sander Baggersea. We're on the second part of it. We caught the European Roughy. Um, then we traded that in. He chopped it up and gave us minnows. We went and caught a, what did we just catch? We caught the European perch, and now we took that, turned that into bait, European perch minnows, and then we're now trying to catch the zander. We have to catch a trophy zander using the European perch minnows. Then we're going to turn those back in and go back and get our first fish. So it's going to use that bait to catch the roughy. So we're going to go back and so we start with the very small fish, going to the bigger ones, and then circle back, take the big one, and fish for the small one. So the two places, let me show you where the two places we're bouncing between. We caught our roughy, our up here at the southern docks. We caught it right here, right off of the near the there's some grasses and some lilies. So toss it right here at the lilies. Very small. You have to get the 14 hook. The 10s and none of that weren't small enough. Go to the shop, buy the 14 hook. Make sure you leave space in your backpack. I didn't. So I ended up having to buy the bait after I had already earned the bait because it went to my home thing. And it was cheaper to spend the 2 coins than it was 10,000 travel to leave and come back. Um, we're catching these on Fishing on Main. We caught the just shy of this one right here. We're catching the Fishing on Main ones right here is where we caught the European perch. It was right here. Now we're moved down to this hole and we're trying to catch the zander there, but we're not getting much luck. We caught perch up there with a lot of different baits. This one not doing as much. So let's see if we catch anything here. Dad's not working. Well, it doesn't matter if it works or not. The other three that are out there float and the bottom feeder are using the bait we have to use. So we've got three of them in the same little area. So, but this is not working either. So we're going to try changing this up to a different rod. Yeah, we're just going to throw, let's see, what do we have? We got any more narrow spoons? Maybe we can throw a small narrow spoon out there. I can throw this one out there. We've tried, no, I still got to throw the gold one out there. I switched the gold one, but I haven't thrown it out there yet. So, we did green, black, um, didn't do much. This is the purple one. This is the one that works really, really well at Emerald Lake. You can catch, and it also works on the pikes and the grass pickerings and a lot of other fish. This is a really good one. This is purple narrow spoon. It's very, very handy. Um, nothing seems to be biting here. Our bite graph is pretty high. We know we're in the right spot. Not really biting, so now I'm going to do a little more research here. Let's find another little hidey hole for the Xanders. Um, we may have to go to the other side of the lake and throw across. I don't know. But we're going to take another look here and see what else we can come up with. I'm going to look at our bite map and we're going to look specifically for the trophy Xander. And yeah, I probably should show you this, but I don't want to get in trouble. Nope, every one of them are exactly there. Okay, there are a couple spots back at the beginning. You may want to go back to there. You know what? We're gonna go back to the top. Yep, because there's some spots. There's some Xanders at the very top, which makes sense that you would just stay at the one place instead of coming down here. So we're gonna go back to docks, and we're gonna go, and there are trophy Xanders. Um, some trophy Xanders at 832 minus 1198. So go here, 832 minus 1198. So out here. So pretty far out, right here at the edge of the, right in here. So about where we're aiming. So we're gonna go all the way out here to the docks and see if we can find out exactly where that is. Come all the way down here. See if we can grab our Xanders here. Make sure we're in the right spot. 832, 11, 98. So around here, here, and here. So we're gonna kind of check this out here and see what we can come up with. We're gonna put our little rod holder down so we can throw three at a time and try to go pretty much right on the shadow. See what we can get. Drop that one. Throw this one down. And this one we're gonna go a little closer. Instead of doing the shadow here, we're gonna go here in between the splits of the arms. And then for the third one, we're gonna go a little closer here. And then we're gonna also go as far as we can with the narrow spoon and just go right down the middle. Oh, that was a bad cast. Okay, so we're gonna let this one ride all the way down. We have a couple more spots if we can't catch it here, but because this is where you gotta do it, I'm hoping that the Xanders are right here. Of course, we catch a Xander on the one that it doesn't count if we get it. This is a pretty small fish, so I don't think this is the Xander. Could be. Perch. Okay, that's fine. We just rack up some perches. That's fine. Yeah, it was a good throw. It was a good cast. All right, so now we're gonna go and see if we can catch the Xanders. Do I not have the right bait? I didn't put the roughy bait on there, did I? No way. No, I did it right. But might as well check because it should be hitting something, even if it's not a trophy. Let's see what we got here. Let's double check our bait. What we got here? We got European perch, European perch, European perch. We got everything we need. We're throwing it in the right spots. It's just not biting. Okay. There's perch all around here, so they should have the fish that feed off of it here. This boat here to the right, if you don't have a boat, you can come to this boat right there and rent it. Nice little motorboat. This boat on that side is the one that you own, if you own one. That's my green kayak. So if you see two boats, one of them is a rental, one of them is yours. And look on the map, and there's a little circle with a boat in it. It tells you where the boat ramp is. Oh, I would suggest getting a boat, but you don't have to. They are really expensive, but and you can always rent these boats. They're not that big a deal. But the kayak boat is pretty cool. It's a huge lake for a hand paddle boat, so take or leave it. Um, might be worth in this case to rent one if you don't aren't high enough to buy one yet. I'm nowhere near high enough to buy one, and I don't want to pay real money because it's a game. But um, there's games I pay for, then I don't play, and there's free games that I play them constantly. So let's see what we got here. We got a little one, another perch. The perch are all over this place. I don't know why we can't catch the zander. Um, and, mm, and zanders, in normal circumstances, you would catch with the shiners, the nymphs will catch them, leeches will catch them. Um, there's a lot of them you can catch. Leeches, shiners. So the other option is crankbait. That's at night. Let's see what else is here. So at night they come and move to the middle. Night. So night, my glow and crankbait were pretty good. They're at sunrise fishing at night. There's one random moat in the middle of the night, in the middle, but all these back to fishing on Main seems to be the ones that are during the day. And there's a crap ton of them. Everybody's catching them there. With see the cloudy leeches, 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 leeches. Leeches seem to be the favorite. Small minnows, small minnows. So definitely the right thing. The 4.0 hook is the trophy size. We have to use this bait though. Um, all right, let's try hitting this a little deeper maybe. Um, let's see if we can get a little tug, get it, a little movement. And go as far as this will go, and then we'll reel it in a little bit, we'll reel it in a little bit. Sometimes the trophies are at your max casting distance too, so keep that in mind. I know I had the same issue at Everglades. the fish that were the big sizes that I needed. I had to almost do a perfect cast to get it out far enough. You can always get in a boat. You can always go to the other side sometimes to get a better cast, but always get a boat. Do better if you need to. All right, I'm tired of this purple one. Let's try a gold one. But I'm really surprised we're not getting any Xanders, any commons, or anything. Um, let's take a look. Let's see what else we got. Oh. With love, Quas. Just caught something, but not nearby. The blue one's moving. Drifting around a little bit. Both of them are. Nobody seems to be biting though. They're just kind of floating back and forth. Let's try. Let's go with the big spinner. We go 1/4, 2/8, 3/7. Yes, we can do 1 1/4. I have to do fractional math to check the weight of these. I like the blade spinner. I was in the earlier things. I was catching a lot with it, and I haven't caught anything in months with it. We'll see if there's anything here in Germany that likes the blades. You just gotta have a pretty big fish. You gotta have a pretty decent predator too that chases it. It'd be a little bit of a psycho fish to chase after something that's literally called blade. Oh yeah, there's a spinning bunch of blades. I'm gonna chase it and put it in my mouth. I'd rather eat a fish, but no, I'm not gonna eat this fish. I'm gonna eat these spinning blades chopped up like sushi out in the middle of the lake. Must have been I must have won this as a award or something because there's only one of them. Usually when you buy them, you get five of everything. So it must have been an early award from something. Well, that's not working. So we're gonna throw all the way back here, and maybe there's a pike or something around the edges that's chasing a little fish. Sorry, this is boring, but fishing's either boring or super exciting. Some days I'm juggling three and four at a time. Hey, there's Mr. Invisible. Shadow Reef Huntress. Oh, Mrs. Invisible. Sorry. Yeah, I turned it off because people would literally put their avatar right in front of you and try to park it right in the same spot. So you're looking at the back of them. In case you guys want to do that, you go here to this, you go here and turn player models off. But I'm turning it back on. You can see the Huntress here. Let me go back. Hello. Even that's too close. Let's see now if we can see her. I thought I did say that, right? Yeah. Player models and push range, yeah. Okay. See. Um, There we go. Shadowy Reef Huntress. It looks like they've got DLC outfit. Oh, I keep forgetting to do that. I've got a crab hat that I won. Uh, oh, in one of these missions. Let me put that back on. Put my crab hat with my flashlight back on. Which one do I have now? I think I have the helmet with the flashlight. What do I have now? Yeah, I've got the yellow hat with the flashlight. But at the home, I've got the crab flashlight. So I gotta keep an eye on that. I don't want that to bust. That's gonna have a bad day. I'm out of wrenches too. Um, Interesting. Um, so they're catching a lot of fish. They're just not what we want. Caught a lot of them right here. Um, right here was where we caught the first part of the bait. This is another good place to catch them. Blade spinner is not working, so we're gonna try trophy bullet spinner. That was one we just won, or that one was actually a prize or something too. So we got 5 of those as a prize. hmm Interesting. So they're doing the same thing because that's one of the minnow fish doing the natural selection thing. Because that's not a shiner or a minnow. That's look like a roughy. I can't believe we're not hitting anything. Let's see if we can figure out where the other. Let's see. Oh, see if we can find all those Anders. See if there's any more. All of them are right there. Yep. One or two there in the middle. One around the middle. Hmm. That's in a straight line. Whoopity doo. Whoopity doopity doo. All right. Any comments from? I tried to catch it right off the end. See if we can get it again. It jumped as I was taken out of the water. But there is stuff here right close. Nope. Hey, hey, yo. Game's going pretty good. Yeah, sorry about that. I just did look. I was looking, trying to figure out where the next one is. Rennie 455. Nice to see you. We've got it's doing pretty good. The first part, I was catching a lot of fish and had a hard time getting a European roughy, the one we wanted. Got that. Then my backpack was full, so big mistake. It all went the special bait went to the home. So I ended up burning 2 coins to buy the bait in the shop. It's a special bait that you catch the roughy and it chops up into minnows. I don't know how that works, but now I have minnows. Um, then I took those minnows to go and chase after the one we just caught, which was let's see, the perch. So we caught the European perch with the minnows from the other one. Now we've got the European turned it into European perch minnows, and we have to catch a trophy zander, but we're not getting any bites on the zander using two floats and a bottom feeder, and we know that the fish are right here. That's the right spot. That's probably 40% of the Xanders are right here, and then the rest are scattered out in the middle and then down on Main Street in a one little deep spot. So we know we're in the right spot. I just haven't caught one. Once we catch that, we go back to the guy up here, get get the Xander minnow bait, and we come down here and we try to catch a roughy, the European roughy with that bait, and then it completes the mission. And last night we did the Everglades one, where we had to get keep getting bigger fish off off the last one. So we had to get what was it what's that what's that called? Last night was the we did the we had to catch the tarpon, and then the next fish we had to catch a common snook that was bigger than the tarpon, and then we had to get a red drum that was bigger than the common snook. So that took a minute because the first fish was nearly 25 pounds. It was 24.3 or something, or 4 or something like that. So then each fish had to be bigger. So that was a challenge. It took a while. I started probably 8:39, and I caught the last fish like close to midnight. So it took a minute, and I was catching fish. I caught 250 pounds of fish, so it wasn't like the lot of catching fish. It was just that it had to catch the right fish, and the fish were pulling out were like 15, 10, 20, 20, whatever. Like the last one, I was kept getting 25 pounds, and I needed like a 26 and a half or something like that. So it was kind of cool. Yeah. So which have you fished at this one yet? This is Sander Bagasse Sea. This is Germany. It's a huge lake. It's probably as big as Alaska is spread out. It's got like 7 or 8 places to spawn. It's kind of cool. Baby Panther fell asleep. He just got bored. Fell asleep. He comes up here and crawls up in this little bed here and sleeps beside me until he headbutts me until I eventually will go to bed. But yeah, don't forget to connect your account in Twitch to your Fishing Planet account so you can earn um, all the different Twitch drops that are happening. Um, yeah, this trophy bullet spinner had just one that caught it as I was pulling out of the water. Hadn't hit anything with this one yet. So we're streaming simultaneously and off on purple, green, and red at the same time. And I can see the chats. It's just I got them on the screen beside me. And like I said, I was looking at my third screen and trying to look at what else I could try to catch while I'm here in this area. Because we've got, I don't want to just catch some more fish because it's just not catching what I want. Um, but Sanders Battersea Lake, there's not a lot. There's two, two types of fish you can catch with lures. Most everything is caught with bait. So these are my three bait fish, and they all have the minnows trying to catch the zander. So I think I'm gonna try some crankbait and just yeet it out there and see if we can catch some big ones. Let's see. I'll try the 12-foot crankbait and see what we get. Get that thing and launch it. Get the crankbait to drop down. See if we get any interest in that. We'll have to move those again. They're in the right spot though. But there's a couple more other places that have it. We may move back down to Main Street, but we may try one of the spots in the middle just so we can get more view. We can view more about this area. This right here, we can catch all the other fish. Um, so, but you can catch the first one here and the last one's here and the other one's down at Main Street as well. Um, all right, this isn't doing anything. So let's go try, and we're going to move down to the second spot that has Xanders. We're going to move down here to Sunrise Fishing. Although all of these were caught at night. Let me see. Yeah, all those were caught at night. But you know, we're going to go sunrise fishing. So we're going to go. Roll it up. Okay. Just go to sunrise fishing down here, and we're going to catch that little deep end pond right there. So I mean that deep hole, that little hidey hole. Drop this right here, and we're going to gain somewhere in this area here is where we're going to go. Just shy of, we're going to try to hit right in this area here is where we're going to try to catch them. All right, so we're going to light them up, throw them all about there, and hopefully we hit about the right depth. Just guessing. Let's see if we go here and see how deep it is. We go deep. Seven, that's probably it. We're going to try in the same little area. Little buoy out there. A lot of times the buoys and stuff would be a good marker, but so that means that's the deeper. That means it's just shallower with the buoys. So we want to try to get it in the buoy line, but not over the buoy line. We don't want to go on the deep end. Right, so let's go with. I know we're supposed to do this at night, but it's 3 foot. This is what the actual Xanders are getting caught at night. 11:30 a.m. though. But you know, has anybody ever caught a fish using a night specific lure during the daytime? Pop it in chat if you have, because that's, and the viewer in Kick, if you can just let me know if the video looks right. It looks good in my little mini preview, but it's saying misconfigured for a reason, but I think it's fine. It looks the same as the other ones. I don't know. See, I want a crankbait that goes about 3 feet, but because I know that this bait right here will catch a Xander at night. Um, doesn't help me, but you know, it does. If I could just catch a Xander, at least I know I'm still in the right spot, the right depth, and everything else. Oh, there we go. See if it's a Xander. So there's my answer. You can catch with the glow in the dark during the daytime. And caught another perch, which is not what we're looking for yet. We did a perch. We need to catch a Xander. So let's figure out what we're doing wrong. Perches are the number 2-0 hooks. The Xanders are the 3-0 hooks to a 4-0 hooks, but a 2-0 hook as well. They also do a jig head, a worm, and a narrow spoon. So in theory, they should work. Alright. That answered my question though. You can throw a nighttime bait and catch fish during the daytime. So we're going to use the crankbait some and see if we can. There are there are trophy catches of Xanders using this exact bait in this exact spot. So maybe we will try something else. Let's see if I can get a longer cast. There we go. All right. 120 feet. That's the best thing to do. Okay. Crankbait will float when you let go of it, and then some of the other ones will sink when you let go of them. So you have to like try different things. Get different. Let's see what we got here.
El sándwich desaparecido. Bea trabaja en su computadora en el café de Bikram todos los días.
Do, 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 do. Come on, why do they just keep getting perch and not Xanders? Did they just you have to get those at night? Is that a problem? Randy, the do you play the Fishing Planet? What level are you? It's free on Steam if you don't. Download it real quick and play it. This week is the anniversary. There's all the drops going on, so you get to explore places that you can get to even if you don't qualify them at the level. So even as a level one, you can go try out some of these locations because they'll give you the license, and they were giving you travel to some of them, but I think they're giving away licenses and special baits and things like that. And then when you do the missions, when you complete a mission, you get a license to another location. Like since we complete this one, we're going to license to the next location. So that's kind of cool. So you get to try and go to all the different places. Why am I not hitting anything? God, this is so frustrating. Usually the way we fish, we usually are reeling in two, three, four at a time and losing them because we can't reel them in quick enough. But today is just freaking slow. 15 pounds. Caught 100 pounds by this time at other locations. But these are a lot smaller fish too. And we still caught what we've been streaming for. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we're at maybe what, dozen fish? We got 19 fish, but it's only $762 because we're so small. All these little mini fish. But that was the point. We had to catch them and turn them into the different ones. Let's just try going this way a little bit. Maybe I'm off. Maybe my aim is off. Sometimes the maps are kind of skewed a little bit too. I've noticed that when you're trying to find the locations. Sometimes I would take a boat out and get over top of the right place and see if I'm in the right area. But the sources I'm using are usually pretty dead on, and we've proven them over and over again every night. And we have up until every fish we caught that they were exact spots using the exact bait that they said they used and the exact depth and type of reel and everything. All right, so we're gonna try a different thing. Keep changing stuff to see what happens. We haven't done a walker here, but let's do. These are all top waters. I just don't know if there's anything here going to be top water. Most of these on this map are bottom feeders. Almost every one of these are bottoms. We'll Let's drop barbs again. I need another hook. I must over again. Alright. Oh, well, we gotta move all that stuff around. So that's okay. This one, we need to move something that we only have one of. Christmas jellyfish. Christmas jellyfish on there. It's just 146. Oh, I can do that on that one. Yes. Alright, there we go. It's just a 146. What can we do to this one to take? Oh, why don't we have our line here? 9 pound. Let's see if that'll give us an extra spot. Nope. Okay. Anything else that we have one of? Yes, here we go. Little color spoon on there. That gives us to 145. Okay. So you have to juggle your backpack if you have too many things. Each line counts, but so you find something you have one of, throw that on the rod, and then that clears up a slot for you. Or um, you look and see if you've got lines that are worn out that you can cash in and throw away. Um, Stuff like lines are different; they don't always count. So, and you don't want to throw away your one of a kind thing, but you want to put them on the rod so they don't count as a spot. Wheeling, another DLC pack. You tell the people that use cash, which I'm not against. I just got a bunch of people. So, and other games, I don't know. I like earning it. It's good, especially if it's decorative. I don't want to pay for decorative. I want to if it's something that's useful. Like something that's pretty cool is maybe the boat that you can use your feet to paddle. That's pretty useful because you can fish while you're paddling, so you can kind of do some trolling with it. That's probably one of the most useful. That's probably really useful in this game. That's probably worth it. Um, you know, spin the wheel every time. Sometimes you'll get a free premium day or 3 days of premium, which is good. Do as many missions as you can. You get premium coins, and you can use those premium coins for some of the stuff that you have to, like find the find the fish that the minnows when you earned it. You didn't have
One
to,
of your
but
friends didn't
you
solve
weren't
this
paying attention and monitoring your
guess who.
backpack, and you had a shell in your backpack instead of the other. That kind of stuff. Um, just little stuff. Hmm.
Peter.
We know that's not working, so let's try. Those spinner baits will work. Let's just see what happens. Try. I don't know what else is here in this location. What else do we have in this location? Oh, So where we are now, there's the Xanders, there's some roach close in, there's some carp, Russian carp, some goby, northern pike is to our left. Go meet some trophy goby to the left, some bream, roach, bream. I haven't caught a bream in a while. Oh, the catfish are out there. They like being at night. And that'll work. They throw a catfish out there. Oh, fishing from the boat. Yeah, it must be way out there. That's the thing. It's hard to see the size of scale. So the catfish must be way out there. So we may not be throwing far enough. Let me try bringing all these in, throwing them out a little further, as far as we can go with it. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we're too shallow. Let's bring these in. We'll bring them in slow because sometimes just bringing them in slow will actually, especially when it's live bait fish, for example, that they'll attract some attention. And we're gonna see if we can get some activity. Then we're gonna chuck it out a lot farther. Since we're still getting I don't think we're out far enough. I think we need to go out probably another 20, 30 feet. All right, let's see if we can get further. How far can we go? There we go, right there. There we go. Nailed it. Okay. All right, let's bring in the next one. I don't know if I can get that one any further. It's a much smaller rod, lighter bait.
Let's learn bishop endgame. Move.
Let's see
Find
what
the checkmate with your bishop.
we can do here. All right, 13, 12. Oh, we might be able to get out there. There we go. All right. That's a good throw. That's 64. All right, nice. All right. Let's see what we can do with this one. We're at 120, so we'll go a little deeper with that one. Um, see what we can come up with here.
Use your two bishops for your advantage. Now deliver checkmate.
See what we can come up with here. Come on, hit it. Nope.
Coordinated bishops are powerful.
It's way out there. You know what? We're gonna yeet. Go, go, go. Yeah, a little short. All right, good enough. All right, so we will try and see if that makes a difference. Let's see what we got here. We got the crayfish, which probably won't do any good, but go to crayfish this way. Our Christmas crayfish hopefully won't break it. This last, because we got
Try
that
not
from
to make the
Christmas.
same mistake I
Santa. No, we got that from one of the events. One of the ones you open the boxes up and there's stuff inside. Say we got an Irish one that's all green and different colors. We've got the green jig head. We've got the revolutionary red wet, the purplish sparkle one, the red and blue sparkles, and A bunch of different ones. Two and a half hours, and we still like go catch two more fish. So we're halfway through. 2.5 hours. This is crazy. Because the mapping, I mean, the it's not like it's a bad day, and even accelerating, it's not going to gain as much. Just get one hump, but the night is not better. I mean, these first 2 days are good. Third day's crappy. You might as well not even go on the third day. Um, but it costs too much to just jump the date. Let's try this one. There's shads down the side here and see if we can catch anything. I think I might catch some pike going that way, but let's see if we can catch anything going this way. Too fast. I'll say too shallow. That's not a good return. It sucks. It's not gonna be in the right spot. It's just too heavy ahead. Oh, finally. Whoop, wrong one. Two. All right, this is the bottom feeder we went really deep with 200 feet out. 210-ish. Small fish, though. Definitely not a catfish. See if it's a zander or not. 2.5 hours in. All right, any bets? Xander. But I gotta get a trophy. Okay, so yep, the yellow is the yeah. That means I gotta come in closer. I need to be closer for this yellow. That's the nope. That should be it. There should be trophies there. Oh, did I throw it too far to the left? No, that's green. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, we're bringing in a 205. Let's try that. Move these around a little bit. And we'll move them in that way. Let's see how it goes. All right. So, oh, got a ringy dingy on the deep one again. The bottom feeder's got the bell on it. The others have got beepers and floats. All right. So this is another Xander. Not sure it's a trophy, but trophy Xanders are not really huge. So it's a 31-pound rod, 33, no, 33-pound rod. So overkill for what we're fishing on now, but would be underkill for an 88-pound Wheels catfish, which is like an extra 20 feet deeper. No Xander. At least we're getting Xanders now. That's good. The bad news is we're running out of minnows. Sucks. Um, yeah, so maybe we will have to advance the time to get the bigger ones. All right, so this one I'm going to just do a slow reel. Do 5, 10 feet at a time. Let's set a minute. We'll come back to it and do a few more 5, 10 feet at a time. That's not gonna work. Try something else. We tried that. Let's go. Go with the worms. All right, so let's go with. Yeah, it's too big. I need something smaller. Let's try a 3/4, I guess. We're even a 3/4 is a 3/0. Shad worms. Ooh, a rattlesnake worm from Texas. If it does any good. While we're letting that marinate. Pull these in a little bit. Pull them all in a little bit. Okay. I'll reel this one in. See how it goes. All right. All right. So now we need tips on how to get a bigger fish. We're pretty much in the right spot. Usually, two things usually can change your time to get. You keep throwing in the same spot and try to get a bigger peak. But I mean, it's really not bad. To peak it to here, we lose 4 hours of fishing. And then we still got to catch that last one. So I'm more tempted to do that on our last fish. I mean, at least we caught two Xanders here. We just need bigger ones. So the size we need to get for a trophy size maxes out at 3.2 kilograms or 7 pounds, 7.04 pounds. The commons are 3.52 pounds. So we're looking for something over 3.5 pounds. So when we got our, we've got that all thrown out there now. Whose little boat's that? Oh, he's out there. Zip. He teleported. Zip. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hit it. Come on, let's get a trophy. 2 hours and 35 minutes in. Let's get this trophy. Not feeling that this is the big, more than 3.5 pounds, but we'll see. It's definitely not unique, but can it be a trophy? This has to be over 3.5 pounds. Looks like a Xander. Is it? It is a Xander, but 2.9. So we got to get bigger. We need to get 3.5. Oh, how did that roll? This is Xander. Hey, been there, Lee. Alaska, Barrow Creek, Xander. Yeah, I need 3.52. That was 2.6. Okay, problem. Oh, crap, I typed one. God damn it. Um, all right. Since 3 and 4 aren't cooking, we're gonna bring those in and switch the baits on them. And give the minnows to our bottom feeder, and we're gonna drop the bottom feeder out there as deep as it'll go. And we're gonna increase the hook 1 notch, I think. That's what we're gonna do. So we are at a 4, and a Xander will. God, 4 should work. Mm, God, 4 should work. All right, bring that off here. Bring that bait in on this one. Perch. Bring this one in. And we're going to throw this one out with a shiner. And see, and watch us catch it on the shiner instead of that. Alright, so we're going to bring this one, we're going to throw it way back out there again. So we can catch a bigger fish. And we're going to bring in this one. Okay, sleepy. Hey, vampire baby. I'm going to drop a shiner out there for 3. And we're going to put, we're going to throw leeches on this one. I'm going to chuck this one as far as I go. Okay. Wrong one. So, what's up, bub? Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got here. What's going on, dude?
Praise the fish.
Oh, I did not want to do that. I want to switch this worm. We don't need to do that. Bigger worm. So, stop! Nailed it. Let's see if we can catch it now. Hey, Sean. That's a little bit bigger. A little bit more struggle up. Getting into not quite the yellow though. Maybe not. Hey, Nunya said hi. Nunya said hi, kitty. Yep, he was downstairs for the first part of this. God, not big enough. I need 3.5 over 3.5 so I can get a trophy one. So we're getting bigger. We're getting closer. We need 2.6. We'll run out of the bait. It's our last bait. That's going to suck if I have to go either buy more bait or go back and recatch that other fish just so I can get more bait. So maybe we'll get lucky on this last one. You're going to fall out. You're going to fall out. Nunya's wife is saying hi. Hmm? Hmm? Saying hi. You want to say hi? You say hi? Okay. All right, let's go. His name's Kuro. Auro. Oh, now he said be right back. Well, I'm going to show you. Oh, we'll come back when you come back, right? You say hi. All right. Yes, your buddy. All right. Yes, the baby. Yes, the baby. Put this back in. Drop it on one. Baby, 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 baby. What are you doing? What are you doing, Flippernut? You're the softest. Your brother's the fluffiest. Your sister's the quietest. But you're the coolest. By far, you're the coolest. Fat boy's downstairs because his buddy's there. You're my buddy. Hmm. All right, let's see if we can get anything to work here. You gonna lay on the keyboard again? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Fuzzy. Nope. You can't keep laying your head on my keyboard. You're making the keys do stuff, funny stuff. All right, that's not gonna work. Nursery set. That might work. Let's do it this way. So we can get it to work. It's too heavy, I think. Yeah, it's too heavy. It's too heavy. It weighs more than you do. You're a little thing. You were just a fluffer butt. Your face itching. Your face itching. You just want to be rubbed on your face. You're such a good boy. Your green eyes and your vampire fangs. Yeah. All right. Stretchy, stretchy. Knock my drinks over. A spiderweb mug and my flower skull mug. Spiderweb and hearts. What happens when there's two women in the house? All kinds of weird family mugs. They're not Stanley, but whatever they are. Whatever knockoff they are, they're very heavy. Very, very good. Alright, this is not working. So we're going to pull that one in a little bit more. It's very hard to fish when you grab my hand, and you won't let me do anything but rub your face. You just want me to rub your face. It's the last fish. It's our last bait. We gotta catch this fish. What do you think? What can we do? Reel it in and do it again? Alright, we'll try again. We'll reel it in and do it again. We'll take it and yeet it back out again, huh? Go full on, or do 90%. Do 90% and see what we can get. I know. I know. God, you're just so needy. You're right off my own heart. Very soft, very lovable, very loyal, very defensive of anybody who tries to take anybody right from you. Yep. Alright, we're gonna bring this one in. Oh, little one got something. Let's see what we got. Watch this be a trophy, Xander. No, it's small. It's small. It's small like you, Mr. Small. It's a perch. European perch. What you got on you? You got a bump here. What's that bump? You got a tick? No. What is that? Is that a flea? What is that? What's on you? You just got ingrown hair. I'm trying to help you, but you turning around won't let me look at it. It's a little black dot. All right, let's see if we can put this out there again. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Let's see. Put it to the about 200. Oh, there's a nice fish. Is there anybody? Oh, it's him. It was his cast. Let's put it right there. About 205 out. Nope, 180. 180. We didn't throw it hard enough. Stopped in for a bit of fun. Yeah, this one's a hard one. This is the Germany one. You have to catch the fish and then turn it into bait. Catch the next fish, do that, and then you come back in the last fish, which we're trying to catch now. You turn it into bait and go catch the first fish. So the first fish we caught pretty quickly. It was what was it? The first one was, what was it? What's wrong with my mouse? Not working. Let's see. Okay. We caught the Eurasian roughy and caught that up near where you get where the dock is, to the right of the dock. Um, and then we took and cashed it in behind the dock up at the house. There's a guy who's got a parking lot, and he cuts the fish up and turns it into these minnows. Took that one, went down to Main Street, um, caught that to right in front of Main Street where you come in Main Street. We caught the no, we caught the perch back here with the roughy at the same spot at the dock. Um, then we went and got we caught the, now I'm mixed up. What did we get? This is we got to catch this one and then we got to turn the trope. We got to get a trophy zander. That's the problem. We keep getting common zanders. And you only get five of these things when you catch fish. So I don't know what's going to happen if this bait gets eaten. We may have to go back to the last fish and redo it, or we'll spend two bait coins because you can buy this in the store. These minnows. Since we've accomplished the first part, we might just pay two coins for the bait minnows, but we'll see. Don't think I threw that out far enough. I did not. I need to throw it around 200s where I was hitting them. That was a 160. That was terrible. If I throw it out too far, it's like 230 or something. So a little far. He went to go get some water. He'll be back. All right, so we're gonna throw it out here farther. We got the right size hook. You can catch a unique with a 4.0. Um, all right, so that's 12.8 feet, so that's too deep. So we got to pull it in closer to where it comes up. And the trophies are somewhere about 200-ish feet out, um, about six, 6 or 7 feet deep. But I keep getting commons. Maybe I'll leave it here a little bit, and we'll put this on the hook. Let's try bringing this one in a little bit. So I'd switch these to shiners and stuff, but it doesn't matter if you catch anything. It has to be caught with the minnows, and it's got to be a trophy. So we'll see. Um, that one's jumping there. I wonder if that's got it. All right, we're gonna do that then, because that's the second or third time that thing's jumped. Maybe it's a hint. Sometimes developers feel bad for you. I've been nearly 3 hours of doing this now, 2 hours and 51 minutes. So we're gonna toss that right there. I'm pretty sure that that's not a Xander. It looks more like a pike, but whatever. It's dropping right there. There's no way that that's going to be the right fish. But sometimes the monsters will do that. The monsters will jump, like in Colorado and some of those, they will jump when you're in the right spot and they just won't bite. They will um not not Colorado. What's the other one? Oregon. Um, like next to that big rock wall, the monsters will jump so that you can see them, and then you just throw it right where they jump, and it hits. Sometimes it hits immediately. Other times with the catfish, it makes a really big circle, a swirled circle. So that's the first fish I've seen on today at this lake jumping. So I thought it was him throwing or her throwing their bait out, but I don't think so because it happened twice. They were in the same spot. So we'll let it go a little bit, and we're going to throw this out here just in case it's a pike and not a zander. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, hey kitty. What's up, little one? All right, I'm gonna go say hi to the camera again. Okay, say hi. Say hi. My name's Kuro. I got big vampire teeth and green eyes, and I'm just all black. I'm the bestest cat in the world. All right, go sit down. Because I'm a baby panther. I'm not a cat. I'm a baby panther. Mm. You headbutt? Yep. It's you stalking mode. Ears. Give me ears a rub. The little one. Not the right one. Not the mama. Nope. Not the mama. Not the mama. But a dirty. I'm a dirty though. Not the mama. You can't have it both ways. You can't grab me with one hand and push with the other. Catching perch all over the place with these leeches and these number two hooks. Um, Pretty much catch a perch any European perch anywhere on this freaking map. Yeah. This is also the spot to catch the big whales catfish. They're go up to 88 pounds. They're about where that red reflection is. But probably most everybody's been catching them with a boat, so because you can't quite throw deep enough or far enough from the shore. All right, so that jumping fish didn't do anything, so we'll go back to where we know the Xanders are and try again. The good news is we're catching a lot of perch, but the perches had to be caught with, I don't know, it had to be caught with the last one, with the last minnow, the roughy minnow. We do have some roughy minnows left, so um, but it won't reset that until this one gets eaten. So I'll have to figure that out. Whoops, somebody bit. Which one? That was a bite alarm. Somebody bit, but nobody's running. I don't know who bit. Somebody bit though. All right, well that's not working. Let's try. Let's try some tubes. We haven't done that. Let's try. Let's try that. Okay. Come on, man. I want to hit this next one because we still got to get one more fish to finish this day. We can try a different map tomorrow. If we don't win tonight with this map, we will take one of my Twitch rewards and we'll play a map and do that one. Um, we do still have Tiber River, which is another one where you have to keep getting a bigger fish, and if you don't get a bigger fish, you go back to the beginning. So it's really that one's a interesting one. But there's a lot of variety at Tiber, and you can fish with the tiny ones and go all the way up. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay, let's try something else here. We've got a couple viewers on Kick. We got a couple viewers on Twitch. Thank you all for joining us. And I can't see the number of viewers on YouTube, but we're live on YouTube as well. I'll probably do some editing and get some shorts up. Um, See what's going on. Hopefully, we get to play some different games as well. But because this is still the anniversary through the end of the month, I'm gonna try to play as much Fishing Planet as possible. And my friends are busy to play the Star Citizen, so it's just at least something I can solo with and not have to worry about coordinating people's schedules. We try to play Pulsar, something, whatever that's called, but you can't get anybody to coordinate and get everybody there at the same time. You have to have like four people do it. Too much hassle. This is much better when we just sit down and play, and especially if you've got something specific to do, relaxing sounds, pretty views. But yeah, today's been a slow catch day. I mean, we finally ended last night. None you. We finally got everything last night. It was probably an hour after you left, and got all the fish and got about 250 pounds of fish that day. So we did pretty good. Um, we're just catching tiny fish here. We're not catching any of the big stuff, but we're really not. We're not trying to catch the big stuff either, which is part of the thing. They do have some really big fish here. So if we can finish this mission, we can take the boat out and do night fishing and catch these big catfish, these big eels, and what else do they have here that's big? They've got they've got 88-pound catfish here, 77 silver carp. So these would probably break my rods. We had talked about, getting more experience points by getting the big heavy ones, but there's the big head carp, the goes to 77 pounds. Even the trophies are 39. Um, the eels are 8 pounds. The bream goes up to 30 to 13. Northern pike does 27. Silver carp 77. All right, let's see. Here it is. Last one. Let's see if it hits it. If not, we'll have to do some weird stuff if this isn't big enough. Doesn't feel big enough. Feels like 3 pounds. We need 3.52 or better. We need better than 3.52. Doesn't feel like it's a big one. Doesn't feel like a trophy. Feels like common. Crap. 3 pounds, exactly what I thought. Okay, we got to reclare the lost minnows from the table or buy new ones at the shop. Okay, let me see if we can go back and get lucky if he'll take one of my perches that I've already got and give me another one. Or if he's going to say you have to catch it the same way we did before. So we're gonna go back here and see if he'll give us more. We do have a bunch of perch, so maybe he'll go ahead and use one of those since we caught extra. Oh, are you kidding me? Skip to the next day. Oh, sucks, sir. All right. I don't know. Is it worth is it worth the next day, or do we just go to the shop? No, we gotta do this weird stuff here. Get this thing set. So we have space. Uh, bait. What do we got? Spawn sack. All right, that gives us space. God, I hate wasting these coins. I don't have that many. I think even if I use this rough minnows to get the fish, that it's not gonna help me. So we're just gonna buy them. God, I hate doing this. Whatever. You too to you too. All right. Well, we're gonna go back to the other location then, because it's annoying. So we're gonna go back down here to fishing on Main. This is where we need to be. So we're gonna go down here and we're gonna bug Kiki too. Down here, we're gonna get over here and grab him. All right, so Kiki too. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go two spots. We're gonna change our bait. Yes, I know. Change to our perch minnows. All right. So we're gonna get all three of our things back on perch minnows and start chasing them again. All right, is this the first one? I'll go the second one. We're not gonna bug Kiki. We're gonna go the second one because this is where they are. This is where most of the trophy ones are right here. They are in this right there. So Kiki's on that side, the trees are on this side. They're out pretty far, which is surprisingly how far. It's right in the middle. So we've got to chuck this thing out there. Yes, I know. Please hold me. I know. I know. I mean, it's not, I know it's your bedtime. And it's just 10:40. I know it's your bedtime, but you can go to sleep in your thing, or I can sit here and hold you and you can just go to sleep. All right, so we got, why didn't that set? Oh, it is set. Okay. All right, so we're going to try to throw it deeper. Looks about halfway, right? Yeah, looks okay with me. We're going to go with this one. We're going to change that one. We're going to change it out of the shiners. We're going to throw the minnows on. We're going to go with the bigger hook. We're going to put a non-barb. We're going to put X series. Maybe that'll help. And we're going to drop a hook. Let's throw another X one on this one too. And we will throw the other perch one on that one. So we're going to chuck these things out at the longest length of the floats. We're going to move a little bit. Well, get a little closer to this. Oh, let's see. Let's see if we can throw it a little farther. I don't know how far we can throw these. With the distortion, sometimes you can't tell if you're in the middle of it or not. And the one thing I forgot to do was to remove some of my markers previously on the other lakes and rivers so that I can have markers so that we can have targets to shoot at, and I can show you guys exactly where we're trying to throw. So that should be the right spot. We'll see. Yeah, I did want to set it, but I'm at max markers, so I needed to go back later when I go back to all of them and remove all my markers that I set at other places. I usually set them, but I forget to remove them. So now I'm maxed out on my 29 that I have right now. But pretty sure we're in the right spot. Um, yeah, and then because I can't even leave a marker for the last one I caught. But this is where we're trying to hit. We're trying to hit 560, roughly about 115. We're trying to hit right here, but this whole area is filled with, this whole hole is filled with trophies that are caught right here. This is probably the most common place of the trophy Xanders is right here. The other spots are here, sunrise fishing where we were just fishing, and the docks has them right here, just shy of the deep end. So they're in the shallower end here, a little bit to the right of the docks is the other part. This is probably 30% of them. This is probably 20, and there's one or two over here, and then the rest of them are down here, right in that little hole. Pretty much that's where all the trophies are. So we got to catch a trophy. So let's see what happens. Um, let's see what we got in two. We got anything on two? We got a spinner. Nothing. Can two even hold a spinner? Oh, it's a 3/4. Okay. Throw a spinner just so we can try something different. Don't expect to catch anything on the spinner, but stranger things happen. This is a very light rod. This is only a 8 pound, 9 pound. I think I have it set for 8 right now. It's a 9 pound rod. I think 9 pound drag and 8 pound line. So a spinner, a 3/4 ounce spinner at 3/3 hook is pretty big. Was a hint. Uh, Set a marker for the hole was a hint. Yeah, I'm out of markers. I can't. There's no markers here for me to remove and move. They're all at the other lakes and stuff. So, yeah, let's try something small. This is my this is my 4 to 9 pounds. So yeah, that's what I said. 9 pounds. This one's at 8, and this is 8/8. So basically 9. This rod here, this one's pretty good. It's a 15.5, and then this one's 11. This one's a really good one, but it'll let you throw to a 1.5 ounce. So I can throw farther, but it's only 15 pound. This one I can only get a 1 3/7 ounces, but it's a 23 pound. And this one's a 33 pound. These three are my favorite rods, 1, 3, and 5. The other ones are, so I can throw some of my heavier bait, but my next rod has to be a carp rod, and I just burned through 20 grand today. So that would have been enough to buy the rod. I have some carp hooks and stuff. I just need a rod and a reel. And then probably a line. I don't know. I think I have the line at my home base too. I think I just need a rod and reel that are carp specific. Um, but yeah, I'm out of specials. Anything. Licenses. So this runs out. Oh, my advanced German license runs out in what, 15 to 40 minutes. So, got 40 minutes here, so we're run against the clock now. Get these last fish. I gotta catch the Xander and then take the Xander and catch the next one. I think it goes back to the perch, or no, it goes back to the roughy. Yeah, the European roughy, or whatever that roughy's called. Yeah, European roughy. Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, it's definitely between her on that side of the tree and this side. So it's right where that one is. Let's see. We can move this a little bit.
Mhm.
Alexa's think I'm talking to her. No, no, dear. I'm not talking to you, dear. Come on, somebody bite. Bring us in. Let's throw a little. It should be like 12 feet deep if we hit the right hole. These other ones are like 6 or 7 around it. So if we hit 12 feet, we're in the hole. 18 feet. That's even better. We're definitely in the hole. Okay. So that's the right spot because the other ones aren't that deep. Because I threw my 12-foot. Oh yeah, we can do that. Do 19 foot. Let's do the Star Spangled. Can't do it half. 1.5, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, I can do it half. Okay. Um, let's see if we can find where the hole really is. So this will go 12 feet deep. So the hole is right there at 100 feet up until right there, 60 feet. So it's a pretty good size hole. So it's 60 feet. It's less than 12 feet deep. So we were between 60 and 80 feet out is the hole. We'll see if we can see how far it actually will go. See if I can throw farther. So 117. Let's see if we can get this to drop down quick enough. So yeah, so 100 to 60 feet. So it's about a 40-foot wide hole, looks like. Got new patch notes for Star Wars Citizen. Interesting. PTU. So it's still testing. All right, so we know where that is. So we're in the right hole. Um, let's play with some of these walkers. Oh, that's a new anniversary walker. I haven't played with that one. Oh, how's that too heavy? It's the same weight. Seriously, it's 1.5 ounce. That last one was exactly 1.5 ounce, and it was fine. Now this one's too heavy. Are you kidding me? Did that really say that? It's too heavy. Look at that. All right, so we have to throw it on that. Yeah, too heavy. 1.5 is too heavy. Yeah, it's 3/7. It's not 3/6. Okay. All right, whatever. Um, throw 3/8 on there. Actually, we'll go do it here. No, we need to leave that way for that purpose. Oh, these are single too. No, that's fine. All right. So we're gonna do our walkers here. See if we can catch something on the edge. See if we can throw it first. Jesus, crappy. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm. All right, so a little technique of the walking. See, that's not. I need to go a little faster. Yeah, there we go. So I had to go 2 dots on this one. The heavier walker. 3/8. This is 3/8 inch. It's not too bad. All right. So didn't do a good job of the walking. So. Okay, so we're gonna do this with the walker. Up, something's hitting that little one. Love watching the bass and the pikes hit those. They're on the surface. They'll jump right up and nail it. It's so much reflection on the water. There it is. Hit it. It didn't get it. Why didn't it get it? Try again. Ah, my Z button, it keeps changing my bait. Painful. Try. Let's try a popper. I don't think anything here will eat a popper, but I know we got the right. Something won't bite. We may have to go back to the other spot if nothing's biting here. At least there were Xanders at that last spot. We knew we had 3 Xanders there. This one hadn't hit any. This is where we end up getting the last one. Well, my technique sucks. My popper's not doing anything. A little better. Not much. Alright. Alright, well, let's reel these in a little bit. See if we can get anything to bite. The only thing we've been able to get bite is this one at the bottom. These are just too shallow, I guess. See if we can bring them in around 60 and get on the edge of the. See if they'll bite there. Where it's got the edge of the deep. Of that. Bring this up to maybe 80. Look for a change in the bottom surface. Kind of sandy rocky. See if it changes into something else. Just kind of going uphill. It's really not changing, so it's not helping any. Alright, we'll try again. See if we can get that drop by 12 feet. Alright, so we'll let that percolate a little bit. So let's review the mistakes for today. Markers. Make sure you've got empty markers. 2, check your bait before you come. 3, throw out your underwater trash, and when you catch a shell or something like that, throw that away. When you screw up and you did pack your backpack, move your move your items that are singles onto the rods so that it takes up one less space. Um, Move things that you have multiples of back in your backpack. Take everything that you have a single of and throw it on the thing. So single jag head, single soft thing, single bait, uh, single hooks. Then if you still got too much stuff, go look at your lines to see where you have lines that are um, old and worn down and something less than 30%, something 20%, or something of life left. Sell those, take your big reel, and if you've got what I normally buy the big 50 yards, 100 yards, 150 yards, 500 yards, whatever you have, and then just reload your reel, sell the other one off. Um, look for things like that that you can get rid of. Look for your lines that um, your your leaders and stuff like that. Toss them if they're like worn out, and then move ones that you have a single of back over there, and then that reduces your count of total. Um, yeah, and and some of the junk and underwire trash and stuff like that you got to keep. You have to take and keep it, and then you can throw it away. But you got to remember to throw it away unless you're using it to build something to get a monster or something like that. So made a lot of mistakes today, and make sure that you go with the bigger hooks if you're trying to get a bigger fish, and smaller hooks if you're trying to get a smaller fish. We did learn that the number 10 hooks were catching perch, so and all the way up to a 1.0 was catching European perches. So they it's a big range, but to get that little European roughy, we had to go buy the special number 14 hook. And as soon as we bought a 14 hook, it hit immediately. It's a level 15 item. Most people don't even bother to buy those hooks because we were catching fish with number ones and one aughts. You can catch 90% of the fish with those two hooks. Um, I mean, I've even caught catfish with a 1.0, and I've caught pikes with a number one hook. I mean, it's just, you can catch a fly, you can catch a big rainbow trout or a salmon with a fly and a little bitty hook. Um, Doesn't seem to matter, but then some of these fish, it really does matter. You got to get it. Got to get the tiny one. So we had to buy a hook. We had to buy number 14 hook to do this mission. We had to have space so that we could get the minnows. We know that 5 didn't do it for us. 3.5 hours in, we had to go buy more. So we spent 4 bait coins, 2 for the first time because our roughies are at our home thing, and it would have cost us 10,000 travel. So yeah, I had a lot of mistakes tonight, but we're learning, and I don't know why we're not getting a bite here. There's like 30 fish have been caught in this little hole right here, a trophy size, and with every different bait, it's not working. So we're gonna bounce back to the middle place where we actually were catching fish. We know that at 100% we were catching Xanders here. We got really, really close. So we're gonna go back to Sunrise. We're gonna pull out our thing. We're gonna redo this. We're gonna drop it to the left of that red box there and go as far as we can yeet these bad boy out there. And pretty much may just go all the way. Reel down a little bit. Definitely not catching a fish. I think we were catching them at 200, so we're gonna see if we catch this at 224. These should be all at max float depth. Let's throw those out. 200, 140. That's not good. Should have thrown that farther. And throw this one out there. Hope we got somebody who's hungry. 159. That's not bad. Alright, so Popper didn't seem to be doing anything. Let's try. What can we catch? I'm gonna do some crankbait, I guess. Try that again. Throw a crankbait out there. Catch some. Not sure what else to do. The next step we may do is get the boat and go out deeper and drop it and catch it there with the boat. But we only get one rod at the time there, so don't really want to do that if we can avoid it. But we'll see. This has been a long stream to have such little activity. 32 pounds of fish. Caught that in like 1 minute last night. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I'm getting tired too. Got a long day of work tomorrow. Got 8:30 to 4:30, nonstop, no breaks. And then I have to actually do my work. All right, we'll see you next time. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. We'll pick something different. Depends on if I can finish this mission or not, I guess. All right, see you, Nanya. Randy 45 455, you still there? And we've got some viewers on Kick too, but I don't know who they are because they haven't talked to me. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Hang out. It's cool. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. I learn from everybody else's successes, but I learn more from the mistakes because I usually don't forget it when I make the mistake. If I keep getting it right all the time, it's not as fun. I don't mind messing up. Messing up just eliminated one way of doing it. It doesn't make it. If you do it right and you're successful, then you keep trying to do the same thing again. When you fail, you try something different. So you get to try again, which is sometimes cooler than just doing the same thing. So, all right, let's see what we can do. God, I feel like we got to catch something here. I think that's probably too deep if we haven't hit anything yet. So we're gonna start reeling our other one in after we pull this one in. I think we went too deep with the fish, but yeah, let's bring it in a little bit. We start bringing it in probably 210 maybe. So that goes somewhere in that area. I'll leave it there for a sec. Bring these in a little bit. Get some movement. That looks like that's not deep enough because we're at 120. We're like at 10 feet. So that's around the edge. That's not deep. So that's basically bottom dragon. So that's probably okay. This one is 70, 80 inches, something like that. So that's not quite as deep. It can come a little bit better than that. All right, so let's see. All right. Okay, we grabbed that at 203, so that's where our target is, right at 200. It's about what I thought it was going to be. So we've been at least the data that we have is good. And ADHD, I don't like going anything blind. I want to know what's possible, and then I'll vary from that. Dude, will you go eat something? I need a few more ounces out of you. I need it to be 3/10. You need to be 10% bigger. 10% bigger. You know what? I don't care. We're gonna try this. We're gonna go with the bigger hook. It says that 4.0 is will catch a unique, but whatever. We're gonna try 5.0. We're gonna throw. There's about 10 or 15 unique ones right there. There's, I mean, not unique, but trophies right where we're at. I know there is. It's got to be close a little bit right there. So we'll go with that deeper hook and see what we get. I really like these crankbaits. They're 3 foot ones, but I mean, we did have this one hit a couple here just recently, but let's see. All right. What are we gonna try now? What have we not tried? A slop spoon, tiny. What I got? Mm, drop this all the way to the bottom. See if we can get somebody's attention. Come on, here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Come on, I want to be up to 12:30. Let's go. Come on. That's not working. So, yeah, so we got 3 hours and a half not catching the fish that we need. We credit to Trophy Xander. So let's see what else we can do. So we need 562, 1115. We're gonna look at 562. That was back here. Is that one? We're just looking in the wrong spot. Should be that one. 562, 1115. Yeah, right there. That's where it is. It should be right there. Alright, so the other ones are right. Mhm. Let's look for just trophies. Trophies, Anders, fly. They're right there. They're at 646.98 minus 409. 646 minus 409. Okay, so let's step to the right a little bit and see what we got going on. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. Right, let's see, so there, right. Okay, we're gonna see if it's right there. It might actually be there. I have found that there's usually a marker for everything. There's a crack in a rock. There's usually some floating thing out there. There's a stick. There's a buoy. There's definitely for the unique ones, but we need a trophy. So let's see if there's anything out there. The programmers do seem to, there's something jumping right there. Is there anybody else around me? No. So let's keep an eye out for that jump and see if we see it jump again. It seemed to be a little closer than the buoy. Let's keep an eye out for their jump. We did see some other fish jump around. There's a fish way on the other side that jumped. Saw the white splash. There's a fish over there to the right, way out there. It's white. The deep fish usually get the swirls, but it's probably a perch jumping. But usually you can tell the perches with their tails, colors. So see if it'll jump again in the same spot, and we'll be able to see what kind of fish it is while we're waiting to see if anything bites. There it is. That's a big fish. All right, so that is right, right there. There's a couple of jumps there. Nobody's over here fishing, right? No, they aren't. Okay. So, all right, let's get the let's get the rod and bring it in. So we threw right at it. So let's bring it in a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's bring the other one as a marker. So we'll use the float as our marker. Yeah. So that fish was right there. Oh, I did not go to the right spot. Let's bring this one. Oh, there's a guy here now. I don't think he's J-Man. What's going on, J-Man? All right, so we're going to yeet this one here on this side and see if we can get. We're just going to throw it toward the fish. See what we get. A little fish jumped. Look like a little goby. There was a big fish over there. This fish are jumping. Oh, there it is, jumping. Hit my bait, man. Can't get there. Can't get there. They're in the right spot. God, things are jumping all over the place. It's maybe I just need to move it to the left. Alright, so we have to bring our other one back and toss that back out there 'cause it's not going. Alright, fine. Alright, there, boy, to drag the bottom. Oh, that's where that guy's fishing too, man. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Seriously? He finished it. Son of a bitch. He's caught a bream, so that's probably a. He just finished the mission. God damn it. Yeah, another hint. Make sure you do bring a marker because this is the the map to the way it visually sees is not always in the right spot. Can't believe I'm not hitting anything anymore. We're getting to be peak fishing. Come on, hit it. There's always fish around there. Come on, man, bite. Little prickness. Look around for anything else because it's not there either. God, the time's running out. Can't afford to stay here. 11:25. I got runs out in 4 minutes. I'm at the roll 'em in. Last time I waited too long to reel it in, and I caught a fish on the way in and got fined 10,000 credits. At 3 minutes. Well, some days are successful, some suck, and that guy just did it standing right beside me. But 3 minutes, we're not going to complete this mission today, so today was a swing and a miss. Um, We may continue this tomorrow. I don't know. Probably. I think I have a Twitch license. I mean, a Twitch drop. Let's see. I do not. This was not one of the ones to get the Twitch drop for the license. So, we may go ahead and buy the license. I don't know. We'll see. It's not really making us a lot of money here. This trip cost us a lot of money. Cost us 4 Bitcoins, 10,000 in transport cost. Got hit with a $10,000 fine last night. Um, or night before, whatever it was. And then, so we have 2 minutes, and when our license expires, we're probably going to end the stream, and we'll take stock in what we did and decide whether we're going to stay here and continue and save some of the travel cost, or just give up. Well, I don't know. I'm not kind of that gives up. I'm sometimes we'll try something else, but I usually don't give up. God, it looks like it's in the right spot. Stupid thing. It looks like it's. This is the mission. It's almost like it's telling us to throw it right there. You know, 60 seconds. I can't afford the fine if we do hit it here. All right, let's pull it in. I think we're done. Swing and a miss on this one, fellers and ladies and everybody else. Um, yeah, I don't like ending a stream and not completing a mission, and that was one that we should have completed. Um, yep. So we needed to catch the Xander using the perch minnows, take that, and go back. Oh, we had to catch a northern pike. Never mind, I read it wrong. So we had to catch a northern pike. I think it's okay. We'll be there next time. Let's see how much the license cost here. 8 grand for the license for overnight. Our 40 minutes is up, so we could have just bought a thing, but there's always penalties for the trophies and the bigs, so everything we would have had to catch. Like, see a trophy Xander, we can't do this mission without an advanced license, so that sucks. We had trophy advanced license, so that sucks. We can't do it for 4,000. We're gonna have to do 8,000, so that's gonna eat into our money. And then overnight, we're gonna have travel costs here as well tomorrow. So my buddy's tired. He wants to go to bed. Sure, you want to say goodnight? No, he's gonna let her upside down. All right. Well, some days you're great. Some days you suck. We kind of made a suck day today, but it wasn't too bad. We did learn a little bit about this place. We'll still explore the rest of these layouts. The Bavarian Woods, we didn't go there. We didn't go to Stillwater. Fields of Gold is where all the carp are, the big carp. So we haven't done that. Lake and Lake we didn't do. So fishing on Maine's the one we did. And we did this one. Sunrise Fishing is where we are now. So our license is now expired. But we will buy, it's a $25,000 credit fine if you um, release. So all these you have to release. And you can't fish at night, or you can't fish in a boat either. Well, that sucks. So this is the basic German license is completely useless. Almost most of the licenses are completely, most basics are useless, but it is what it is. So, oh, we just got another viewer on Kick. So we're getting ready to log off. We were doing the Sander Baggersea Lake. We started here, we fished and got the first part of the mission where we had to uh, catch the roughy, turn it into a bait, catch the perch, turn it into bait, catch the zander. We ran out of our bait and we couldn't catch anything on the second set, which we had to buy. Because he will only let you get it once a day. So, but you can buy it for 2 bait coins. We couldn't, after we catch that, we still had to take and get the live bait from that and then catch a northern pike. So we only got through this part today. And it took 3 hours and 54 minutes. So we are done for today. My baby Hero is already half asleep. Baby Panther wants to go to bed. He keeps headbutting me and trying to make me go to bed. So we will see you guys next time. We'll probably continue doing this week. Definitely I'll do this weekend. Got some stuff I gotta do, but probably at night we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be doing either fishing or probably fishing, or we'll do Star Citizen if I get other people want to play or something else. But probably do fishing because we've got to burn our Twitch rewards because they have to be done before September, and we want to keep doing these so that we can keep opening up new locations. Like this one opens up Marion River Pass. It gives you the advanced fishing license to the state. It also it won't pay for the travel costs, which some of these get really, really expensive. So keep that in mind, but you will pick up some extra tackles and things like that you can use later. We may go back and do this one again. We got 1/3 of it, so we can go back and maybe play with that a little bit. This one looks like a lot of fun. This one's pretty easy. You got to do it all in the morning though. So it's a quick and dirty one. So we may do that when we don't have a lot of time to do a 4-hour stream. And this one's another one that goes 5 to 21. So this is probably a 3-hour, 4-hour stream, 5 to 9. This one, we will probably do this one. This is definitely a fun one. So if we find one that gets me to Germany, maybe we'll do one of those. England, PE, Maku Maku. That's Brazil, right? Yeah, that's Brazil, Amazonian. That Congo. That's Japan. Weeping Willow. Motokuda. Blue Crab. That's the Norway. Maku Maku. Maku Maku. Wait, why would Maku Maku give you a PE pond pass? Man, why are they giving me the same pass? Japan's, I don't have any of them that'll give me. Everglades did it. That's how we got this one. Everglades opened this one. So that's why we don't have it. Alright, well, whatever. We can go back and do these. We can do Narran River, open up Michigan, and then we can do all these up Emerald Lake we can do because we've got unlimited pass there. So whatever. This is pretty easy when you've got to catch 2 saugers. That should be quick and dirty. That's a pretty cool jerk bait too. So maybe we'll try and knock out these easy ones that don't cost us anything, so we can get our rewards back really quickly. Because you get like $9,000-$10,000 for each one of these. So maybe tomorrow we'll try to knock out the quick and see how many we can knock out. That's probably what we'll do. Let's try to see how fast we can knock these out. 'Cause some of these are pretty big. That's going to take a while. Oh, we got a fishing together room. Maybe I can get some people from the stream to do that. That would be good. But you gotta wait for a nighttime storm. Bartender. Oh, some of these look pretty fun. We'll probably go back to the easy ones and we'll show you how the easy ones work. So that's what we'll do. We'll go through and try and knock out a bunch of these really quickly tomorrow. Okay, so take time to chill, take time to fish. Phantom Ninja Ace, my baby Panther Kuro, and stay spooky, and stay sharp, and get some rest. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Right under 4 hours.